There ought to be a few salmon in here, but do you reckon it's too early in the season? Ocho salmon. Here, Griphook, Gornick. Harry, Griphook, Gornick, they're goblins. Thank you. So, you three have been in the run for how long? 6 weeks. 7. I forgot. Met up with Griphook in the first couple of days and joined forces with Gornick not after long. Nice to have a bit of company here. What made you leave, Ted? Knew they were coming for me. Hermione, that's Tonks's father. Heard Death Eaters were in the area last week. Decided I better run for it. Refused to register as a Muggle born on principle, see? So I knew it was a matter of time. Knew I'd have to leave in the end. My wife should be okay. She's a pureblood. And then I met Dean here. What, a few days ago, son? Yeah. Dean Thomas. Yeah, Dean. Muggle born, eh? Not sure. My dad left my mum when I was a kid. I've got no proof he was a wizard, though. I've got to say, Dirk, I'm surprised to run into you. Pleased, but surprised. Word was you'd been caught. I was halfway to Azkaban when I made a break for it. Stunned Dawlish and nicked his broom. It was earlier than you'd think. I don't reckon he's quite right at the moment. Might be confounded. If so, I'd like to shake the hand of the witch or wizard who did it. Probably saved my life. Where do you two fit in? I had the impression the goblins were for you-know-who on the whole. You had a false impression. We take no sides. This is a wizard's war. How come you're hiding, then? I deemed it prudent, having refused what I considered an imprudent request. I could see that my personal safety was in jeopardy. What did they ask you to do? Duties ill benefited the dignity of my race. I am not a house elf. What about you, Griphook? Similar reasons. Gringotts is no longer under the sole control of my race. I recognize no wizarding master. What's the joke? He said that there are things wizards don't recognize either. I don't get it. I had my small revenge before I left. Good man, Goblin should say. Didn't manage to lock a Death Eater up in one of the old high-security vaults then, I suppose? If I had, the sword would have been helped him break out. Dean and I are still missing something here. So is Severus Snape, though he doesn't know it. Did you hear about that, Ted? About the kids who tried to steal Gryffindor's sword out of Snape's office at Hogwarts? Never heard a word. Not in the Prophet, was it? Hardly. Griphook told me here. He heard it from Bill Weasley, who works for the bank. One of the kids who tried to take the sword was Bill's younger sister. She and a couple of friends got into Snape's office and smashed open the glass case where he was apparently keeping the sword. Snape caught them as they were trying to smuggle it down the staircase. Ah, God bless them. What did they think? What, they'd be able to use the sword on you-know-who? Or on Snape himself? Well, whatever they thought they were going to do with it, Snape decided the sword wasn't safe there, where it was. A couple of days later, he'd got safe so from you-know-who, I imagine. He sent it down to London to be kept in a Gringotts vault instead. I'm still not seeing the joke. It's a fake! The sword of Gryffindor? Yes, it's a copy, an excellent copy, it is true, but it was wizard-made. The original was forged centuries ago by goblins and had certain properties only goblin-made armor possesses. Wherever the genuine sword of Gryffindor is, it's not in the vault at a Grimbart's bank. I see, and I take it you didn't bother telling the Death Eaters this. I saw no reason to trouble them with the information. What happened to Ginny and the others, the ones who tried to steal it? Oh, they were punished. Crudely. They're okay, though. I mean, the Weasleys don't need any more of their kids injured, do they? They suffered no serious injury as far as I am aware. Lucky for them. With Snape's track record, I suppose we should be glad they're still alive. You believe that story then, do you, Ted? You believe Snape killed Dumbledore? Course I do. You're not going to sit there and tell me you think Potter had anything to do with it. Hard to know what to believe these days. I know Harry Potter. And I reckon he's the real thing. The chosen one, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's a lot you would like to believe he's that, son, me included. But where is he? Run for it by the looks of it. You'd think if he knew anything we didn't, or had anything special at all going for him, he'd be out there now fighting, rallying resistance instead of hiding. And you know the Prophet made a pretty good case against him. The Prophet? You deserve to be lied to if you're still reading that muck, Dirk. You want the facts? Try the Quibbler. The Quibbler? That lunatic rag of Zeno Lovegoods? It's not so lunatic these days. You want to give a look. Zeno is printing all the stuff the Prophet's ignoring. Not a single mention of Crumplehorn and Snortsack in the last issue. How long they'll get him away with this, I don't know. But Zeno says in front page of every issue that any wizard who's against you-know-who ought to make helping Harry Potter their #1 priority. Hard to help a boy who's vanished off the face of the earth. Listen, the fact is, they haven't caught him yet. That's one hell of an achievement. I'd take tips from him gladly. It's what we're trying to do, is it? Stay free? Yeah, well, you've got a point there. With the whole Ministry of Magic and all their informers looking out for him, I'd expected them to be caught by now. Mind, who's to say they haven't already been caught and killed without publicizing it? Oh, don't say that, Dirk.